around. So what if I am crazy?
Hey everyone, how do you feel today? Personally, I'm feeling pretty good, like a bit tired because I just traveled, and that's actually what got me into today's topic. But yeah, I'm still okay and still ready to talk about, this kind of random topic you would like to talk about with friends, but the opportunity never come, or just people are just not interested at all. But no worries, because I got you, so let's get into it. By the way, like usual, if you want to know a little bit better about me, what I'm talking in English, even though I'm not a native speaker, and what I'm doing what I'm doing all these topics, all these random topic and random talk, you just have to check the description box below and you will have all the information you need to know. So, today's topic is about traveling. Yeah, because since last year, like 2017, now we can say it, like Happy New Year, by the way, if I haven't said it before, because I'm recording like in different times. So Happy New Year, and I wish you all the best, all you can dream of. And most important thing, like I think there's definitely nothing most important than that. Health. Have a good health. Take care of yourself, of your mind, of your body, of everything and the people around you, okay? So, okay, now that we're starting on a very positive note, traveling. I'm gonna talk about traveling and the kind of preparation you have to do when you want to travel alone. I'm really gonna focus on traveling alone because, when you're telling people that you're traveling alone, they're looking at you like, you don't have friends, you don't have family, like, why are you going to travel alone? Or maybe you're like the kind of adventurous person, but as you can see, I don't really look like a very adventurous person. I'm the kind of girl who likes to have everything plain and controlled and organized, very organized. I don't like, unexpected things happening. And when something like this happens, I'm always like, oh my god, I have to find a solution right now. But, through travel and through all the experiences I have, I learn how to calm down and take it easy and have like no worries mindset. But yeah, at first I was always freaking out when something was happening. But traveling makes you grow, makes you not only understand different cultures and like understand the world better, but also it can really help you like change a little bit your personality and have like become more mature. And that's true. That's not like everybody say, yeah, traveling helped me growing up. No, it really helped you become more mature, or at least more aware of yourself, and like in a different environment, more prepared, like to react when something's happening. And especially when you're traveling alone, like I did. It's not because I don't have friends or I don't have families or like people to come with me. It's just like sometimes, it's not the right time and people have their own life and they cannot travel. But it doesn't mean that if you don't have anyone to come with you that you don't have to. Sometimes it's just like a one time opportunity in your life, it's now or never. If you want, like, maybe if you go right now, you're gonna save money and you have like the right weather, it's the right time, you're young, you don't have anything else to do, so sometimes it's the right time. So if you're just waiting for people to come with you, you will just wait forever or maybe miss that chance. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna travel alone because I think I can, and I love to travel, and maybe because I don't really like to socialize and this kind of thing, and just people, there's no people to come with me. If there were, I would be very happy, but there were no people coming with me. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it by myself because I'm a superwoman, so I can do it by myself. So yeah, so my first big travel, like the first one I did by myself was going to Australia, from Europe to Australia. I know, like people will start like slowly. Me, I was like, if I had to do it alone, I don't want to do like small thing. I want to do like the big one. I want to do like the 24-hour flight with 2 changes in different countries, in different languages. I don't care. I want to do the big one because I can do it. And once you've done something so big by yourself, you can do everything else. So it was like a good first try, and I was pretty confident and excited because Australia is like one of my favorite countries in the world, and it still is because it's just amazing. So yeah, I decided to travel a lot. It was for study purposes, but I could have just go with like other people from my class who were doing the same thing, but no, I decided to do it by myself, and I was really happy. So I booked my tickets, I put like, I packed my bags, I made everything's ready, and I went there. And when I spent like my time over there before coming back to Europe, I was like, you know what? Now I did that, I can just travel all by myself all the time. I had a few friends in different countries, so I was like, I'm just gonna say hi and come back to Europe. So it's gonna be cheaper to do it from Australia if you want to go to Asia than to do the back and forth from Europe. That's how you have to think, and you don't have to stop yourself because nobody want to come with you or nobody can come with you. So I did like a few travel in Asia, like in Japan, Korea, Singapore, and before coming back to France. And then when I came back to France, I decided, you know what, I can't stop. I need to travel a lot. I need to travel again. So I'm going to see another France. It's like in Amsterdam and then after in UK. So it sounds like I travel a lot, but you have to know that I did all this by myself. So if I had to do it again, I would definitely do it again with someone to have a different experience. But doing it alone is not bad. It's not bad if you are confident enough and you know what you want. I wanted to see beautiful things. I want to discover beautiful things. I want to meet beautiful people and another culture. If you have that goals, then you can just do it alone. What's the difference between doing it alone or with another person? You won't have the same experience. If it's like to discover, visit, and see beautiful things, taking pictures, and like just be amazed. I'm gonna say it's like even better by yourself, because when you're someone, you just want to go out and see like the touristic thing and like criticizing everything, because that's what we do. But if you're alone, you're really like enjoying everything and taking your time. So yeah, that's why the whole story like about traveling alone, and I really like it and recommend it if you just want to discover a place for a short amount of time, not like partying and this kind of thing. And if you have someone in the country, it's even better, because if you don't know the language or this kind of thing, it's gonna be like reassuring for you. And I'm not talking about backpacking, okay? Backpacking is another thing. It's a completely different story. Than I'm just talking about traveling alone for holidays or for like visits and this kind of thing, okay? So, to wrap up on how good traveling alone is, because I came back alive and I liked it, I'm just gonna tell you a few tips to make it like, to make it like better and easier for everybody who wants to travel alone. Because now that I did, I'm feeling like I'm kind of experienced, so I can like give you some advices. So yeah, I don't know if it's all gonna work for you, but at least it worked for me. So first, when you want to travel alone, no matter where the country, doesn't matter if it's on the other side of the world or just the country next to you. Like I did Australia and UK. Like the distance is like opposite, but I prepare my thing exactly the same way. So it's always the same preparation. First, what you have to plan is time, guys. I think that's the most important. First thing first, time. When you want to travel alone, allow yourself a lot of time. Like between two flights, the layover, allow yourself at least 2 hours. Like don't try to take like a 1 hour layover because it's so boring at the airport and you don't know what to do, and it's going to be very quick. It's a small airport. You never know what happened. You never know, like if something happened before, or if there was a bomb alert, like especially these days, these years, or if, I don't know, there will be a problem, like a big delay to your flight or cancel, so they will have to put you on another flight which is like 2 hours later. You don't know, so just allow yourself time. So yeah, maybe you will have like way too much time and you will feel bored, so just take a book, a pen, like computer, music, walk around, shopping, eat, do whatever you want to make time pass faster. But at least you have that time, the just in case time. That's really something you need when you want to travel alone. If you don't have like enough time, you're gonna feel stressed, you're gonna freak out if something happen, and that's not a good travel. You will be the worst experience ever. Okay, so allow time first to go to the airport, because it already happened to me, like an accident on the road, and you're gonna feel like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss my flight, and it will be so sad if it's like a very long travel and you miss like the first flight, like from home. It will be like, oh my god, seriously. So yeah, allow time to go to the airport. Allow time for the layover, you know, like between two flights, when the connecting flights allow time to, like, you know, like rest, like, you know, read, like have time to read the board and you know where is your next place and walk around slowly. You don't have to be in a rush. It's supposed to be like holiday traveling, like enjoying. It's not supposed to be like a race, you know. So yeah, just take your time. Then after, like, also take your time when you arrive, you know. If you are supposed to arrive at I don't know 7 p.m., give yourself like maybe 30 minutes just before looking for transport to your accommodations, just to relax and feel like, okay, now I arrive, what should I do? My bus is not leaving like 5 minutes, you know, so you have time to look where's the place, where you should take it, ask questions, you know. When you're traveling alone, time is your best friend, because when you have time, you can ask, you can find your way, and if you're lost or if something happened, you can just like take a deep breath and be like, it's okay, I still have time for another solution, for a plan B, a plan C. That's the most important, okay? Don't be in a rush for anything. And when you're traveling alone, there's no one who can back you up if something happened, you know. So if you want to make experience very like nice, just, you know, take your time to think about everything, to plan everything. That's the first thing. Second thing, because there's just a few things to make it like better. Second things, accommodation. When you book your accommodation, try to find accommodation that is like pretty close to like the airport, or like in the city, or like to a bus station, or like a train stations, or an accommodation that can like provide you with a shuttle bus from the airport, like, you know, or from, I don't know, another places, so like where you want to go. So it's easier to travel, because if you arrive, you're tired after like 24 hours like flight to Australia. I didn't want to think about like, oh my god, what should I do? Like, what should I do to go there? How long gonna take me, you know? If you have money, just take an Uber, easy. And now we're done. If you don't have money, you want something cheaper, just take like public transport, but before, plan it. That's the third thing. Once you know your accommodation, you know where it's accommodation. If they don't have any shuttle bus, and they should really try to find accommodation with shuttle bus, especially in the country when they don't speak your language. Like, for example, in Korea, I was so happy when I had like just to like hop in and hop up at the hotel, okay? Because otherwise I couldn't ask anyone, because somebody was speaking English and everything was written in like in Korean. So even if I was showing the address with Uber, I don't even know if you would like actually bring me to the right place. So yeah, shuttle bus is nice, but if you don't have it, public transport is good, but just plan it before. Third thing, when you go to places, you have booked your ticket, enough time for the whole travel. You know where you're gonna sleep, then how you're gonna get there. You have to plan it before, you know, like look for some buses, for some like transport, for the prices, for the easier and cheaper way if you can. Don't just go for the cheaper way, because sometimes you have to change like 1,000 buses, and if you have like a luggage, it's gonna be a nightmare and you're gonna be so tired, especially if there is a mistake or you don't know which one taking, and it's like another transport system is a catastrophe. So don't rely on that. Just go for the easier one, maybe the train, and something when maximum. Just allow yourself 2 different transports if you cannot just do it like in one time with like just one train, one bus. So, but allow you like just only 2 to make it easier. It can be a little bit more expensive, but it will worth it so much, especially if you arrive at night. And that's another thing. When you book your ticket, try to arrive in the other country at night, especially if like a long flight, so you can take that first night to relax and, you know, like sleep and, you know, like breathe after your travel, and or because traveling is still like a bit tiring, you know. So that's why usually I'll try to book flight that I can arrive at evening night. So the first night in my accommodation, I will just sleep and relax, and I will start my visit and, you know, to enjoy and see like everything the next day. That's another thing for the time part, you know, like if you manage your time properly, you can like enjoy the next day, like, and visit whatever you want. But if you arrive in the morning and thinking, oh my god, I have just like the afternoon and I have to do that because tomorrow I'm gonna leave that and that, you're gonna feel so stressed. How can you enjoy and do everything when you like first tired and you feel in a rush. You don't have to be in a rush when traveling alone. When you're traveling alone, it has to be like a nice experience just for yourself and for your own like growth and for to see what you like and enjoy the landscape. So please, I'm telling you, that's a big tip. Time. Book tickets like when you arrive evening so you can rest before actually starting your travel, like your trip. Then also accommodation in the city, and last things, transport. Try to find a transport like cheap, easy, and not too many different changes, especially if you have luggages. I think that's all my tips. If you do the 4 things, then you can travel all around the world easily because it's always the same thing. Oh, and I forgot something. Your luggage. Always have, if you don't have checked luggage, it's perfect, but if you have like checked luggage, always keep another one with you in the plane. You never know if they're going to lose your luggage or it's going to come a little bit late, and you need something, for that first time. If you want to relax, you need like new clothes, you need like underwears, like hygiene stuff, because you don't know if they're going to put you in hotel or not, if, I don't know, if you're going to have like a towel, all the equipment or not. So just be prepared. If you, it's tough because you think like, I have so many things to do, but make a list. Then do everything one by one and try to do it like a week before leaving, and you will see your travel will go smoothly. For me, it was one of the best experiences ever. Now, I'm not afraid of traveling alone. I like it. I'm more afraid of going to a club alone than to travel to the other side of the world alone, So yeah, if you can, just do it, because traveling alone is an amazing experience. It's completely different than like doing it with friends. With friends, it's always great, of course, unless you have like a very annoying friend, but it's always great. But when you're alone, you can make your own plan and your own visit, like, oh, I want to do that. Nobody's going to stop you. Nobody will be like, I don't like that, or you want to stop because you're tired, or, toilet things. I did both. I went to travel with a group of 6 people, and I went to travel by myself, and it was both really good experience, but completely different. And I liked both, but traveling alone is definitely a scary thing if you're well prepared and everything is organized, okay? So, yeah, if you follow my tips, I think it should be nice for you and you will like it, and only if you want to travel for like cultural, like visit purposes, and not really just to have fun and go to a party, because then it would be better to go with friends, okay? So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say about traveling alone, which is like a topic I really, really care about, and it's really, really important for me, because now I like that, and I think I have enough experience to tell you what I felt. And if you have questions, like if you want to ask me how it was, how like the small like unexpected things that happened during my travels, like just let me know, and I will be more than happy to tell you. We can discuss about it, like give advice, and I don't know, just let me know, and the description box below, or DM me on Instagram, or whatever like channel or social media you want. I will be more than happy to answer you. And for this week, because traveling alone, I cannot challenge you to travel like right now, like by yourself. But yeah, just don't be scared to do things alone, okay? Try for 1 week. Try for 1 week, 7 days. I get a new one. I'm gonna try to do things alone. Things that I usually do with people, like if it's just taking a coffee, or just going to generally a pub to take a drink, or I don't know, like at home. If you were usually doing something with someone or with families or friends, try to do it by yourself for 1 week. Try to find one thing that you're not sure, even if it's just like walking around your like house, or going to the park to take pictures because you like pictures, or just singing in the street. Yeah, try to find that confidence and try to do it alone, and you will see nobody really cares. And if they do, like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's your own life, so enjoy your own experience, because it's worth it. It's totally worth it, I'm telling you. So try it, okay? And let me know. And the same, since I'm done with today's topic, like usual, if you enjoy the topic and there's just two easy way to let me know. So a big thumbs up, it can really help me, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out the next week video. And also the side notes coming in 2 or 3 days that I'm now doing every week is like reacting or just like casual recording stuff. If I want to like record myself like dancing or watching videos or criticizing, I will just do it on the side note because it's a shorter one and like more interactive one with like videos. And yeah, otherwise, if you want more of myself, you want to know me a little bit more, well, like my everyday life, like the challenge, what I'm trying to do when I post on Instagram, my looks, or like anything. If you're just curious, you can just follow me on Instagrams, Twitter and Snapchat. More Instagram and Snapchat, like, at least like just more Instagram because that's really the one I'm really active on. And yeah, and I would be more than curious to know about your own experiences, and if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask me, okay? So otherwise, have a great week. Bye.
They can call me whatever they want, call me crazy. You can call me whatever you want, but that won't change me. I just don't care what the world says, I'm gonna make it. They can call me whatever they want, so what if I am crazy, crazy, crazy.